Alright, good morning. Time. Just coming up to 3:30 in the morning. I'm just reading the comments. I've read them once. I've replied, so I'm just reading them again. Paul, Urban Fox. He says he uses the app to do the zero. Also, what's this guy's name? Rabbit and Pest, I suppose. He tells me that there's a one-shot zero on the app. Well, I know that. I know all about the app, so I don't know why they're saying this. I just don't like the app. I'd rather zero my rifles my own way and not what other people, So I don't really take much notice of them. Mark, he writes, put a bit of white paper behind your target. Yeah, I know that as well, but there's times when I don't bother. White paper, yes, of course, it make it easier to see where the pellet lies, but and Pigeon Pete, he says maybe it's the block causing all the problems. Maybe, it's only time will tell. I mean, I might have, when I got the Azulus 520, I might have rushed putting it onto the zero block to get it onto the Beeman. There's a possibility I might not have had it on properly, but that wouldn't stop the pellets from flying all over the place where they would want to go, you know what I mean? So I still say it's down to the pellets and not like pellets lead in the barrel, and maybe that buck rail system. That's the only three problems I can think of at the moment. More so than pellets. I've been weighing pellets today, and I've been averaging out around about nine grains, but I can't get the decimal points. So the assortment, what I've done, works out, say 9, then it went to 10 grains, and there's quite a few 7 grains. So of course when you're picking them out of the tin, you're getting different weights, and that's a possibility where they could be flying off a bit, whether that is or not, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to give it another go today and see how it goes. Might a little bit of fine tuning, and I hope now it's going to be on target. So until I get outside, I'll say goodbye and I'll see you later. Oh, yesterday I forgot to mention, when I said about Lynette, she wrote a comment about I couldn't not wear my glasses after I had the cataracts done. I went to the opticians a month after, and they advised me to wait until I had another one done as my prescription with a change. I can't read it properly because I can't really see the words, but thanks Lynette, and I meant to say that yesterday. There was 2 comments she wrote, and I appreciate all the comments about the eyes, yeah, anyway, just like to say thank you to everybody who's made comments. Some of the comments I already knew, but you know, like the app, one shot zero. I mean, some people must think I'm stupid, which I don't know about, but I do know, and I just don't like the app. I'd rather zero my rifles in my own way. Yeah. Okay, so until I get outside and we'll see how the Beeman shoots again, I'm hoping it's just a little bit of fine tuning now, and well, we'll just have to wait and see. So I'll see you later. Okay, bye. Right, good morning. Back with the Beeman again. After yesterday, I'm hoping it's just going to be fine tuning. It's a little bit windy today, a bit chilly, so I've got my cardigan on, and what I've got down there is one of Ivor's targets, and also I've got down on the bottom rack a 6mm bead, a Polo, which funny enough came off one of the cardboard, so whether I shot the Polo last time and it didn't break it, because that was laying on the ledge, so I don't know what happened to that. So that's a Polo and another 6mm bead there and a 6mm bead there. As you can see, these two are not all that proud, so as I say, I'm hoping it's just going to be fine tuning. Now this morning with one particular brand of pellets, I weighed them and put them into their weights. So I've got a tin of 9s, a whole tin of 9s, quarter of a tin of 10, and a few 7 grains, and that's all come out of one tin. As I said a couple of weeks ago, when you buy the pellets, it seems like they tip them in whatever and they take an average weight, and that's how it becomes, because these should weigh out at 957, so they're going from 7, 10, 9, or 7, 9 and 10. So it's got to be an average and not the particular weight you're buying, you know. Right, okay, so I am recording. Safety's off, and we'll go for the first bullseye, which is going to be just underneath that leaf. And these are 9. I've got 24 shots of 9, 2 magazines, what's weighing 9 grains, so two pellets shot, virtually shot the same there. And that one's gone into the ball. How comes I missed that one now? That one's clipped the ball. That's also clipped the ball, so it's shooting better than it was. Oh, okay, I spoke too soon on that. So really, that's not far out, is it? Although they're not actually balls, they're not far out. I use these 12. You can see the wind blowing, so use this magazine before I start fine tuning it. Oh, that's a nice bullseye. So the way the pellets are flying, I have to say it's pellet trouble. That could be the last shot I just done, I'm not quite sure. But I'll fire it off. Right, okay. So really that's not too bad, that's very good actually. It's the best it's been for ages, ever since I've taken off that 0 block. So it could have possibly been the 0 block. Well, I'm going to turn the scope off and use that. They're all so close. I'm going to use that one just to zero it in a bit. Right, the scope's off. Right, okay, so there's the reticle. Oh, I'm going up, gone the wrong way, shit. I'll cancel that out. Okay. Oh shit. I'm going to try that. I got a little bit confused there. So I'm loaded. So we're going to go for this line. Oh, put the magazine back in, I think. Yeah, it looks very good. At the moment I can't complain at that at 24 yards. Oh, except that one. Right, okay, I'm going to go for the beads and the polo. Yeah, it is a bit chilly and windy today at the moment. Still early, that's the trouble. Right, I'm going to change the vertical colour. Right, black. So I'm going to go for that 6mm bead. And that's that 6mm bead gone. I'm going to leave the Polo to last, I think. And that's that 6mm bead gone. I haven't done small shooting at 24 with this beaming for ages. And that's that. So now I'm on the Polo, trying to get it through the hole. And I'm going to change the vertical colour back to white. Now this Polo is just balancing. Oh, look at that. The Polo's there. I'm going to get that Polo and see if it's intact. In fact, I'll take the camera down with me and you'll see. Can you see it? Don't know if you can. The Polo. And that's the pellet hole. So that went straight through that hole. Well, well, well. I'll put that back up. And try and balance it back up. Oops. Okay, we'll try it again. And here's all the targets. Very, very pleased with that. Right, okay, I'm well pleased with that shot. Now, whether that was a lucky shot, I don't know. But as you know, as you saw, that's just balancing on that wood, and that pellet went straight through. So we're going to try it again. Now that broke it that time, but never mind. The first time it went straight through. So, oh dear me, I'm well pleased with that shot. And that was at 24 yards. Yeah, 24 yards, a standing Polo, not even glued down. I think that might have been the last shot. Yeah. I'm going to fire it off just in case it's not. Right, that's a blank shot. So what I'm going to do now, that was 24 9-grain pellets or thereabouts, because I can't get the last digital numbers. So now I'm going to put in one at 7. Okay, these are 7s. Maybe 7 a little bit more. So I'm going to put one magazine of them in, and then I'm going to put a magazine of 10 in. As I say, these have been sorted from one tin, and I've got 3 different weight of pellets: 10, 9s and 7s. Yeah, the Beeman hasn't shot like that for God knows how long. Maybe it was the RAL, the Z block. Maybe I didn't put it on properly onto the scope, but I can't see why it should make the pellets go the way they did. Now it's either that the barrel's got more lead in it, or I'm just loading one magazine up, and these are 7 grain. And then I load another magazine up at 10. Okay, so we're going for this target here. Yeah, shooting very well. Spoke too soon again. That's a spot on bullseye, that one. Right, that's coming along very, very well. I'm going to drop a line. We've got 2 more shots, I think. Well, at the moment there's only 1 bad shot out of them. Oh, 1 more shot, okay. Yeah, out of that 12, there's only 1 bad shot, and that's that one there. Okay, so I'm going to load in the 10 grain pellets, 12, and then I call it a day. So the 9 shotwell, 9 grain shotwell, and a 10 grain, 7 grain shotwell. What I'm trying to work out whether, if you didn't sort them out in a way of their weights, how would they shoot just picking them out from the tin? Well, at the moment, the 9 and 7, you wouldn't even have noticed, I don't think. Now it's a question of the 10's grain shoots okay. But at the moment, the 9 and 7's, you wouldn't even have noticed if you picked them out of the tin. Right, okay, so that's 12 10's in. Oh, it feels a bit chilly. Okay. These are 10 grains, and we're going to go for that line there. That shot a little bit higher. shot a little bit to the left. Oh, that shot well down. Okay, so we're coming back. At the moment there's 1, 2, 3 what shot badly. I think this might be the last. No, this is the last one, okay. And that wind's kicking way up. Right, okay, out of that 12 we had 3 what shot really badly. That one there, that one there, and that one there. So really, picking them from the tin doesn't really make that amount of difference. Those 5 what shot badly out the 24 could have been slightly damaged pellets, I don't know. That's not bad. But I still think it's worth weighing them, although it does take a bit of time. But I can't complain today. That Polo shot was fantastic. Call it lucky or not, it stood. And it was only balancing on a piece of wood at 24 yards. Unbelievable. Right, well happy, okay. I turn the scope off. Oh, I didn't record. Shit. Anyway, okay, I'll show you, I've recorded. This is what we've just done. And the last ones, as I say, 3 bad pellets, that one, and that one. All the rest are very, very good. Fancy not recording. That's what happens when you turn the bloody scope off. I don't remember turning the scope off, actually. Anyway, turn the scope off now. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, leave your comments, especially about that Polo. That's an unbelievable shot. I'll see you later. Bye.